Clarence, this is your subconscious. You're a superhero. It's your job to figure out what your powers are.
Oh. So, this other night I just had this weird dream, and my subconscious told me that I was a superhero. I had to figure out what it was, so I tried figuring it out. So, first I tried to find out if I had, like, super strength.
Hey Andrew, how's it going?
And then that definitely wasn't it. I tried, and I just can't lift very much weight. Grace Barron lifted like 8 times more than I did. At least 8 times, maybe more like 100 times. So next I decided to just see if I had super speed. But I tried running and I couldn't even make it 100 yards. There's no way I have super speed. I decided to see if I had like super intelligence, and I got someone to give me like 4 math problems, and I got the first 2 no problem, but I really wasn't sure on those next 2.
I think it equals 6.
Then I thought, it should have been obvious all along. My superpower is I'm a ladies' man. Hey Lizzie, do you want to go out with me? This Saturday night?
Ew, no.
But then I just got slapped in the face. So I decided to see if I had super humor. So I went up to Jimmy Larkin, who laughs at anything, even if it's not that funny. Hey Jimmy! I got the best joke ever. Want to hear it? Okay.
Sure, I guess.
Okay. What did the farmer say when he lost his tractor? Wait for it. Where's my tractor? Isn't it the best joke ever? Yeah. Oh, the best one now. All right. Jimmy didn't even laugh at my joke. And if Jimmy doesn't laugh, it's probably not very funny. So anyway, I was thinking, when I become a superhero, I'm going to be really rich and famous. I'm probably going to have lots of money for my autographs and stuff. What should I think about all my money?
Well, a Christian's attitude towards money is really important. Christians should remember that money is a trust that is given to us by God. Money is an opportunity for us to do good. And because of that, we should be honest with money. We should be thankful for the material blessings God gives us. We should also remember not to trust in money, and that it's important to be content. Because we're content, we should be okay with saving money and not spending it all right away. And we should remember that it's important to give to the church just as God commands us. Also, serving God in our work is really important, and the best way to do that is to work hard at whatever it is that God gives us to do. And finally, it's really important to remember to always be good stewards with the things God's given us. Well, turns out I overestimated you. Why don't you just choose the powers of another superhero?
Oh. I was having another dream last night. My subconscious told me that I just wasn't doing a very good job of finding my own superpower. I tried really hard and I couldn't do it. I'm just way too underwhelming. So my subconscious gave up on me and told me, you know, you can just be any superhero you want. You can just find a superhero and have the same powers as them. But the thing is, I don't really know any superheroes. You have any idea who I should be?
I don't know, Batman's pretty cool.
Batman? That sounds really, really lame, Phil. Come on, you can do better. Yeah, that's a really bad idea. Why would I run around with a wiffle ball bat hitting people? I can even get arrested for that or something. That's not very special.
Well, I don't think you quite have the idea. What about Iron Man?
Iron Man? Is this a joke, Phil? This is very serious, Phil. Iron Man is a very bad superhero.
Hey, what are you doing?
Phil, Iron Man is a terrible idea. I do not work at a laundromat. How demeaning is that?
Well, I don't really think you quite get this one either. What about Captain America? I mean, Captain America's the bomb. He is awesome.
That's not a very good idea. I don't see how this is going to be a great superhero. You know, Captain America seems like a pretty nice guy, but he just seems really weak. I don't think that's the type of image I want to have. I mean, patriotism is great and all, but I think that's a little too much, and it's still not that great of a power.
Well, I don't know. I mean, here, sure, I guess. You know, what if we had an audition to figure out what superhero had the best power?
That's a good idea. Let's go find Jimmy. Maybe Jimmy's really good at these types of things. Let's go ask him, and I think he can help us make a good decision. A very informed decision. Alright, let's go do this audition thing. I bet I can make a pretty good piece of advertising for this. Did you know advertising is the process of making an advertisement for a commercial product or business to help get the word out? A lot of movies, they use a form of advertising called product placement to help raise part of their funds. For example, the movie Skyfall, the latest James Bond film, that raised $45 million, which was 1/3 of its budget, just from advertising. Product placement is when a commercial product or business, they decide to pay a ton of money to their movie producer so that they get their product displayed in a prominent place somewhere in the movie. This really helps sales of this product sometimes. For example, movie E.T., Hershey's decided to place Reese's Pieces in the film, one of the new products. Sales rose 65% when it came out. Avengers, the highest grossing superhero movie of all time, they had quite a bit of product placement. They had a lot of Dr. Pepper scenes, and they used Acura's new model. Producer Michael Bay from Transformers, he gets criticized quite a bit from using way too much product placement. In his latest film, Transformers Dark Side of the Moon, starring Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, he had 71 instances of product placement. Are you moving my pieces? Stop cheating, Phil. I'm going to beat you up. Alright, so, did you know that the most commonly placed product in movies is the iPod? 17 of the last 40 #1 box office hits featured an iPod somewhere in the film. That would work for us. I mean, we're making a movie. Maybe we should put the iPod in it.
It's a great
I just
idea.
happen to have one right here. Look, it's an iPod. iPod, remember this, Mr. Robles has got an iPod. Alright. You know I'm going to beat you. This is pretty much a pointless game. Let's go make our audition. Let's do the box.
What the heck? This isn't a chess game. There's a robot and a weight, and two of the bishops are on white squares. What the heck is happening to this game?
Hello. Take a seat.
I sit for no man.
So, why should Clarence have your power?
Because on June 15th, 2005, my movie, Batman Begins, grossed an opening night 48,745,003,085 theaters. It grossed a total of 207 million, which made it the 16th most popular superhero movie of all time. Then I followed it up with The Dark Knight on July 18th, 2008, which grossed 158 million on opening night, on a total of 535 million, which made it second of all time. Last summer, The Dark Knight Rises came out manning $161 million on the first night. It grossed a total of 448 million. I was a little less popular third time around, but hey, nobody's perfect.
Oh, that's interesting. So, what's with the bad thing?
Does there have to be a reason?
I wonder where he went.
Next.
10 hut. Hello. Take a seat.
So, why should Clarence have your power?
I'm just an ordinary guy trying to help out his country and slay Nazis. And God bless America. I fight for liberty and justice. My movie, Captain America, the first adventure, grossed 177 million. I also fight for free enterprise. None of this government-assisted capitalism shenanigans. I am very against tariffs, which are taxes imported goods, and I very much support lower corporate taxes.
So, I was what?
Take this! Give me your gun! I'm Captain America!
Next.
Leonardo's my name. Sewer defense is my game.
So, why should Clarence have your power?
Well, me, I'm a real team player. Me and my pals, Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello, we've all had our rights owned by several different companies. We had our TV show produced by Warner Brothers, and Mirage Studios owned our rights up until 2009, when they sold the copyright on us to Nickelodeon. A copyright is rights given by the government to produce an idea.
Next.
Hello. Take a seat.
So, why should Clarence have your power?
Marvel Comics, of which I'm a part, sold 32% of all comics ever sold. DC Comics, our much lesser rival, sold only 26%. Did you know Marvel Comics used to be called Atlas, but then changed its name because of its star superhero, Captain Marvel, whose original issue is the only comic to ever sell 2 million copies.
So, how do you know Taco Cat?
Yeah, he's my best pal. I even drew a picture of him up on that rainbow over there. Next.
Next. Hola, yo soy Jose Bosby.
So, what can you tell us about illegal immigrants?
They put $150 billion in the American economy, and the 50% pay income taxes. Next.
Hello. Take a seat.
I'm Hulk, and I'm getting pretty angry, so we better get down to business, because you wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
So, why should Clarence have your power?
I really love having my money back by gold. Silverbacks and other people who disagree really make me angry.
Next. Hi.
Hi, I'm the lazy fairy. You Americans call it laissez-faire. One second. Yeah, so I want the job. Laissez-faire is when the government has no control over the economy and the free market controls the 4 questions of economy. The 4 questions are what to produce, how to produce them, whom to produce them for, and how to allocate. So Clarence, have you made your decision?
You know, first of all, I just want to thank you guys. Thank you for helping me put together this audition. And thank you to all you applicants too. But, you know, I saw some great guys out there. I mean, besides the gorilla wasn't that great, but we saw Captain America. We got the Hulk to come all the way in here. I'm surprised he didn't rip the place apart. Got Batman, got Spider-Man. But they're all really, really lame. I really don't think I want to spend the rest of my life being any of those guys. I mean, my parents told me I could be anyone I want to, and I don't want to be those guys. So, I talked it over with my good friend Taco Cat, and I decided there's one thing I want to do with my life. I want to be an alien. I'm taking my talents to South Beach.
I'll be your God, O Abraham, and the God to those who follow you. God spoke his covenant of grace long ago, and this ancient promise still holds true. Let the children
No, we're good.
Okay, the illegal immigrants pay $150 billion in the American economy. I fight for freedom and justice and liberty.
You forgot to say next.
Sorry.
Ew, no.
Did you actually smack him?
Oh, put your mess down.
Okay, I should get it so you can see it going in.
laissez-faire is when the government has no control over the economy and the free market controls the 5 questions deciding who decides. That doesn't make any sense.